EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Penix. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Penix. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On play action, Penix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They're locked in on this drive. 2nd connection for that pair. This one gaining 22. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, here is Penix. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That's to the sideline and intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Daniels starts with a pass. Going for it all. And this will be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On second down, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. To the right side here, pass is caught. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Commanders first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Here's a first carry for their running back. Up the sideline, past the 30. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. Inside the 25. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. They try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal.
Reload. There we go. Set. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard.
Let's go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to weave his way forward. That's a first down at the 44-yard line. We are through one. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this.
Okay, ready? Set up.
In motion, Lamb.
Go.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third down and 9. The tight end Fant in motion. On third down, Penix. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Eagles.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Ready? Set, go.
His drive will start on the ground. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop. 2nd and 7.
Set.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Okay, break. Ready, go. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Rocco switch. Hut, go. Hut.
Now a give on the ground. Finding space at the 15. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Commanders. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Hey, hey.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Throwing is Penix. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. Two minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
Slot man in motion left. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Go. 18, run. 18, run. Ready.
Throwing is Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Go.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. First and 10.
Go, Lee. Go. Set.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. This is caught down that right sideline. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll throw with Daniels. He'll go right and find his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Play action. Here's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Daniels gonna throw again. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Penix now off the bootleg. This one complete right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Penix. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. Down the right sideline. And he's into the end zone. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Eagles. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Come on, set.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Set. Set. Go. Hut.
Here's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now they'll pitch it out here. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. We'll go play action now with Penix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Commanders will have great field position right around midfield.
Well, if there's one thing we can say about this quarterback, Mike, is he has certainly been entertaining. I mean, there's been a lot of good, a little bit of bad, and it's kind of come all over the place. But as many nice throws as he's made, he's got to cut down on some of the interceptions.
He'll try the right side this time. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He's going to look for the home run ball.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. To throw is Penix. Throwing right. It's taken in. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. Here's 3rd and 2. Third and 2. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Pick off by the rookie out of Miami. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The offense trying to extend the lead, but the defense, not only the takeaway, but Greg, the pick 6, and they can tie this thing up.
Yeah, and this game has been in the balance the entire way, and now for this defense to come up with this pick 6, they've got a decision to make now, finding themselves down by 1 here in the 2nd half.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Penix. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. From the gun, here is Penix. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Penix. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go. Go.
Daniels now on first down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they will finally run him down.
You just don't see speed out of the tight end position like this guy, Mike. I mean, to catch an underneath ball and have the ability to turn into a runner, that's something we traditionally see from wide receivers and running backs, but this guy's as fast as anybody in the league.
Up the middle they go. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Check. Panther. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Ready. Set. Set. Ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up first and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second and goal. To the air again is Daniels. And he'll take it on in. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here. And this play going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now, on 2nd and long.
Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
And a lefty Penix on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
In motion, Lamb. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Kelee Ringo. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
And just what a turn of events, Mike. You have the ball. You're thinking all we need to do is milk the clock, get into field goal range, and win this thing in regulation. But now after that turnover, you find yourself now back trailing, and I'm not sure there's enough time for them to come back.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st down.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They motion the slot man left. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now he takes off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
The game hanging in the balance and a critical 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep. And the Eagles are going to get the football at their own 40.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.